Hello. I've learned how to use sound effects. For those of you who heard that, amazing. The production value of the show is gone twofold since last week. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Henry from the rock band Keep Flying. Nice to see anybody trickling in. Come on in. Everybody gather around. You know, starting the live stream is very, very similar to trying to get people who are outside of a show to come in and watch the show. It is somehow the exact same experience, except I can't be loud on this microphone and have it work better. It simply will not work. It won't work that way. Checking in Tuesday. Let's check on everything. First of all, TikTok can see it, but you can't. Sorry. We are repping my dog Pepper Jack here. I'm going to the Columbia Fireflies game. It should be last Firefly game of the year. It's the minor league team that performs here, and they are having their night where one of the local shelters is getting a cut of the ticket sales. So seems appropriate to wear one of my rescued dogs on a shirt to celebrate that. And also, I think it's like $2 hot dog night. Great. Incredible. We'll get right to it with a couple things. First of all, it is absolutely imperative that we say rest in peace to Dolly Parton, who started, who I have as my background, but can't really show you. I guess I'll remove myself for a second. She joins us today in spirit. Incredible talent, an incredible philanthropist, truly just a good person, which you don't see on that level of celebrity all of the time. Did things and activated, was an activist person, but I think not for any sort of self-aggrandization, just doing it for the love of the game and the love of people. And it's really a shame, I mean, she had a nice clip. I think when you get to 80 years old, you've done it. I think that's an accomplishment in and of itself. And we send our condolences to the family of Dolly Parton. Truly, like that's an American hero. You know what I mean? Really did it for people, made incredible music that stands the test of time. And, did it while looking good at the same time, too. So, for me, this is fun facts and knowledge about Dolly Parton. She was a unannounced, uncredited, like not by name, producer of my favorite television show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. $100 Entertainment, who I never put this together until like years ago. $100 Entertainment was a production company that underwrote the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie in the early 90s that predated the show. But they helped essentially launch the IP of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And that was Dolly Parton and her former manager, Sandy Gallen. So it's Sandy, Dolly, $100. And I never connected those two until like way later on. So not only did she bring all sorts of joy to a bunch of people in and out of the world of country music, but even to me and the small but mighty fandom of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and by extension Angel. So yeah, this is how I learned she passed. Yes, friend. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I had to be the bearer of this bad news. I would not want news from me. I would not want news like this from myself. So I'm sorry that I was the one who broke the news. That's terrible. My bad. But yes, we will dedicate today and many days after this to the memory of Dolly Parton. And I hope that people of power and stature follow in the footsteps more of someone like her, because I'm not saying that every famous person with a platform needs to activate. I'm definitely not of that type. But in these times, it certainly feels like you should activate in some way, doesn't it? It's not that I would frown upon activists at all. I don't frown upon activists at all. I think I side eye when it's famous people a little bit, because I think that it's tough for people who crave attention to do something without making it about them. And I tend not to trust people who do things like that. I trust people who clearly have a vested interest in just making something better, or having some kind of reason other than getting their face out there, or their message out there, or again increasing their power or influence or things like that. I side eye shit like that. I like real, honest to God, I'm trying to help people activism, and I think that Dolly Parton is an example of that. So, someone to definitely look up to and model themselves after. So, who knows? Maybe I can be that guy. I got the gams, but do I have the power? Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Fantastic. How's everybody's weekend? I tend to chill. I try to chill on the weekends. I'm often disturbed by how much rest I need. I'm really trying to prioritize rest now. Not just because I can't hack staying up late or too much, which is true. I can't. I'm past the age where I can just keep trucking along. Like, I need to rest. But how much rest? That is the question. Again, often disturbed by how much I need. So because of that, I'm realizing how little hours there are in the day. Same goes for weekdays. I wake up and have a plan, and I have gumption, and I have the wherewithal. And then even today, like 3:00 rolled around, I was done. I was toast. I was at the gym, and I hate going in the afternoon for a lot of reasons. I love starting my day with the gym and not going in the middle of the day. Not good. Not good for my routine. There's more people there in the afternoon. That's terrible. It's not what you want. It's hotter. Gross. But it's for me, it's just not what you want. But anyway, I hit 3:00, and it didn't matter that I was like moving my body. It just collapsed. The 3:00 rolls around, I'm gone. It's over. No matter what is happening during the day, I could have done nothing all day. By 3:00, it's over. So I hope your weekend was good. Certainly, again, the Dolly Parton thing is not the news you want on a day like this. Really took that also admittedly took the wind out of my sails. I do a lot of catching up on the news by going to the gym, and I really try not to look at the TVs. Like, I try not to, but it's hard not to. I have horrible ADHD, and there's bright colors and stuff, and sometimes I just want to know like what's going on, and I happen to look up, and it just was I'll tell you, not who I want to see rolling across that screen. Somebody dead at 80. It's not what you want. So yeah, I just knocked out. I was like, oh no. And then I did this thing where yesterday I was like, I'm gonna stream at 4. I hate setting expectations for myself. Can you all do me spontaneous with shit as I am? I'd rather just fly by the seat of my pants. One of these days I'll hop on here at like 2 a.m. and then wonder where you all are. That's what I would like to do. But yeah. So thinking back on last week, we are here for a reason, folks. It's been 10 minutes and I haven't mentioned it. We are, and I am doing this so that you folks are aware of the fact that we are putting out Time and Tide Deluxe. The deluxe edition of Time and Tide, our very first full-length record, is coming out on September 2nd on all streaming platforms. So what we need you to do, folks, is hit pre-save on whatever app you use. Spotify, YouTube, if it's there, Apple Music, all that stuff. And I'll even make it easy for you. There's a QR code right on my head. right on my head. And I need you to scan it and click pre-save and get these numbers up, because we're trying to make a statement out here. And that statement might be that no one gives a fuck about Keep Flying. But at least we'll know. At least then we'll know no one cares. I'd rather that not be the case, though. I'd rather get this shit together. We are, I just refreshed. We're at 75, which is good, which is what I wanted to end with last week. Let me pull up the numbers for you here as soon as I figure out how. The ghost producer is doing a really poor job. Really, really bad job by ghost producer. GP, if you will. GP, Moto GP, could you do me a favor and pull up the numbers, please? Thank you. There it is. 75. That is where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. And we'll have the full report of how much attention this all got by September 1st, according to this neato app that our buddies at Screamwave set us up with. So, yeah, folks, listen. I don't want to get up here and complain every single day, but God knows I have enough ammo to. But I don't want to get up here and whine about the woes of trying to make it all work on the internet. I'd rather just get up here and be entertaining and have that shit just work. So, folks on TikTok, I'm sorry, not yet. I have not yet connected all of the streams together, so you're not seeing the screen the way that I see the screen. But again, the link to pre-save our album should be there. Yeah, man, I would love to have it just be about the music, bro. But we got to do more. We just have to do more. So that's how it is. So please pre-save. Send a message to, I don't know, our manager, our agent. Let them know that people give a fuck. We're going on tour starting September 2nd as well. We're still doing the 10-year gimmick. 10 years of Keep Flying. Still doing that gimmick, taking requests for the old songs. And if I have my way, folks, that 10-year shit is over after this year. You're getting all new stuff. All of it. So if you want to hear fucking, Pink Cloud 9, get your ass to the shows. Because I'm good. I'm good on that stuff. I'm kidding. It's great. We love it. We love the old stuff. All right. So get with it. I'll play some songs. I meant to grab my guitar. Here's a weird pause. While I reach for my guitar. Here, I'll do a drum roll to get my guitar again. Guitar. I've learned that there's sound drops in here, which is great news for me. My favorite part of radio. I can listen to a radio DJ just do drops the whole time. It is the absolute favorite part of like drive time radio, sports talk radio. I don't know what it is, especially when it's something so, boys got drops. I'm going to prepare some. But I want to make it about the music for a little while, so I thought I would tool around on the guitar. And by the way, somebody commented the other day. They asked, where's everybody else? Well, folks, I'll tell you. So I'm shocked. I don't know why. I shouldn't be shocked. I really shouldn't be, but I am shocked that a lot of people are unaware of the fact that nobody in Keep Flying lives in the same state. So I have lived in South Carolina now for almost 6 years. God help me. Peter still lives in New Jersey. John, for the post COVID, is kind of, he spent some time in Nashville. He's in Long Island, still on Long Island some of the time, but not really. He also, for work is on tour all the time. Peter is for work on tour all the time. Dave has been touring a lot with his 4,000 bands all summer. He's on Long Island, I guess now, really. And Ricky lives in Colorado. So for years now, it's been like years of us not all really being in the Northeast together. I'm there all the time. I have to fly all the time to go, rehearse and meet up for tour. Like, we all kind of congregate in New Jersey or New York, depending on what makes sense. But yeah, we do not live anywhere near each other really anymore. So I'd love to tell you that we're still like the garage band that gets together every weekend and sees each other, but we really are not. We're really not. Which, on top of all sorts of other reasons why we're a different type of band, that's a big one. Like, people will go, well, how do you rehearse? And we laugh because we're like, rehearse. I start acting like Allen Iverson, like, practice. We're talking about practice. Anyone? No? Okay, don't worry about it. But yeah, we do not live anywhere near each other, so I do not have a way to. Even right now, I mean, everybody's kind of out on the out and about working. I had said before. Again, I know that everybody catches every minute of this shit, but everybody's out doing their own thing, and even if we weren't, we don't literally live anywhere near each other. So this is me. So you get me, you get the lead singer. I'm going to. They're going to be a part of this whenever we figure out how or when. I mean, even I can't stay to a steady schedule. So, when we get back on tour, obviously, if we do the show, I'm calling it the show right now. KF the show. We should come up with a name. We really should. We need a name for the producer, ghost producer, GP. We need GP to have a name. It could just be Jeff Peterson, but with a G, GP. But it could be, we need a name. We need a name for the show. We got to make this like a thing, because I think it could be a thing, guys. I don't know. What if normies, not like you, none of you are normies. You're all very special. What if we become like that band with the live stream and the podcast and the show and like whatever? What if that's the thing we do? I don't know. Everyone needs a gimmick. Apparently, the band with all different color and size people, and that is a horn, that has a horn section but isn't a ska band, is not enough of a gimmick. Keep Flying's not gimmicky enough. That's what it is. They simply need more ways to entertain. Because this was simply not enough. They don't play enough shows. Do I remember how to play guitar? Time will tell. Something's horribly out of tune. We'll fix that. GP, can you put the song, the lo-fi shit back on? Thanks, man. Or them. I don't know. They're not a real person, so they don't need a real pronoun, do they? Oh, I'm in trop. That's my bad. That's why. Now we got it. Cool. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. You also didn't put the music on, buddy. There it is. All right. This is good because there is no Jeff. My name is Jeff. There's no Jeff, but I can blame him for when I make mistakes, so that's cool. I hate taking accountability. That's not true at all. I love taking accountability. I love being able to say I'm sorry. I'd rather things be my fault and say I'm sorry than have other people have fucked up. Anybody else like that? Like, I get irrationally mad when something's not my fault. But I don't get as mad if it really was my fault. Does that make sense? Is my guitar on? Yeah. Is it in tune? No. Yes, welcome back. The guitar that, again, for those who missed it, I bought for $100 off of some pastor in South Carolina. Is it a great guitar? No. But is it going to be played great? Also, no. Doesn't have to be, though. I'm going to take the first request that I see because I don't know what song to play, and hopefully I remember how to play it. Do you know how to Jamaica ska? Sadly, yes. Very cool. All right, name a song. Everybody name a song. I'm gonna look at the first one that I see. The very first one. I'm checking all the apps. We're going back around, looking at all the comments. Again, Instagram, so sorry. You guys are just unincluded in the comment thing. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. And I will complain to Mr. Instagram when I see him. Oh, jeez. All right. Jason Evans says high cholesterol, which nobody's ever heard. So let's just do that. That's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm never had to say it, or play it. So that's good. Okay. All right. If I'm a little out of tune, you don't get to complain because this is free. Give me a cogent reason why I gravitate to things that no one likes. Do I really want to be this way? Yeah. But I itch and I can't scratch. My back is aching for the lash, and I'm a glutton for the punishment, but starving for what I can never get. Here we go. For the first time in my life, I just wanna do what's right. With a childlike wonder, won't put me under you. For the first time in my life, I just wanna do what feels right. With a childlike wonder, won't put me under you. Won't put me under you. Whoa. Sometimes I don't wanna be anything or anyone like me. And though this world must share my head, why is it so hard to relate? But lately now I find I want every innocent experience at the same time. And time precious agony, and it's never ending and fleeting from me. For the first time in my life, I just wanna do what's right. With a childlike wonder, won't put me under you. For the first time in my life, I just wanna do what feels right. A childlike wonder. Right. You don't know what's in my heart, but I can show you. You don't know what's in my heart. You don't know what's in my heart, but I could show you. You don't know what's in my heart. Who wants an inner monologue? I never watched myself play like this, and now I'm like, this guy just rips off Less Than Jake all the time. For the first time in my life, I just wanna do what feels right. With a childlike wonder, won't put me under you. You don't know what's in my heart, but I can show you. You don't know what's in my. You don't know what's in my. Yeah. You don't know what's in my heart. And that's why I named it high cholesterol, because I don't know what's in my heart. Probably some high cholesterol. Because he's fat. That's right. It's just a big old fat joke. But it worked. It worked. I don't know. People like that one. What can I tell you? It just picked up. It's the only one people will stream. Very sad. But I sold the band to a guy who works at Planet Fitness full time. And he went to go see Helmet in Atlanta, and he was like, "Oh, I like your Bowling for Soup shirt." And I was, of course I did the brag thing where I was like, "Yeah, they take us on tour sometimes." And they're like, he was like, "What?" And then I, described the band to him, and I gave him like our harder songs to check out. I gave him like Death Is the End and Interstate and shit, and he liked them. But he did check out High Cholesterol first, because that's what all of the apps tell you to do, which I guess is fine. It's not that it's a bad song. It's just not the one I would show first. All right, after all that hard work of playing that song, we are at the same amount. Let's see. Let's refresh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Is this the secret, guys? Should I have just been playing music this whole time? We played a song. I played one song, got 4 saves. Big, bro. I'm like Mariano Rivera out here with how many saves I'm getting. Anyone? How about Trevor Hoffman? Anyone? Kenley Jansen? Baseball? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Fine, I'll do another one. If I don't have 4 more after this one, then the pattern is broken. All right, checking the comments again. Looking for the best one. Hey, I changed the number. I matter. You sure did. You do. You matter to me. You matter to me, Zach _tour. Zach goes on tour. Oh, there's one. Oh, this person said encore too, which I could have just been like, yeah, by Jay-Z. That would have been incredible. I would have been very excited to try to do that. What the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, make some noise. Who do you know fresher than Hove? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Left Behind, please. Okay. Oh, and Lisa said follow your nightmares. I'll do that next. It's the request hour with Henry. Make sure you pre-save the album. I'll even put it up on the screen. It's not going to refresh in real time. But when I change it, when I hit refresh, it will. And you can kind of see Dolly Parton's teeth. Make the number nice and big so that Dolly Parton's spirit can eat our pre-saves. We must feed her from beyond. Oh, GP, can you turn off the lo-fi, please? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I love GP. He does a great job. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can find it. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. So a while ago, just on my own with a buddy of mine in Columbus, Ohio, I made an acoustic version of Left Behind, and I had a plan to put it out, and it never came out. I never did anything with it. I forgot that I made it. It's somewhere buried in my hard drive. I'll try to play it tomorrow. That'll be fun. I'm not gonna make you sit through me trying to find it. So I'll look for that. But in the meantime, hold on. I played 3 bars. Did we get more? Yeah, guys, the system works. It's all about the music. Let's do it. Here's Left Behind. All right, hold on. One last distraction thing. While I get to the end, we will refresh, and this better be at 85. And I would, if devotees, I would like to know what you think this song is about. Okay. Anyway, this is Left Behind. The song keeps me mesmerized. The picture keeps me hypnotized. A broken promise keeps me warm. A soul been commodified, beat broken, sanitized. Now tell me, what is this for? Why do I work so hard when I'm just getting by? Is this fun anymore? It's not enough to survive. Yeah, let's not pretend that it's okay when we know it's not. Now say goodbye to opportunity. You got no shot, so who's wrong, who's right? Let's not waste our time. All for one and one for all, we've all been left behind. Now they say no man is an island, yeah. So why do I feel all alone? Well, I say some days are still worth trying to get through the day on my own. And I find it hard to say almost to you in a romantic way. This one just wasn't made for you and me. And still you say, let's not pretend that it's okay when we know it's not. Say goodbye to opportunity. You got no shot, so who's wrong, who's right? Let's not waste our time. All for one and one for all, we've all been left behind. If you're looking for me, I'll be stuck between my youth and maturity, fame and obscurity. If you're looking for me, I'll be stuck between my fantasy and reality. If you're looking for me, I'll be stuck between my youth and maturity, fame and obscurity. If you're looking for me, I'll be stuck between my fantasy and reality. Yeah. Blink Parton. Let's not pretend that it's okay when we know it's not. To say goodbye to opportunity. You got no shot. So who's wrong, who's right? Yeah, yeah. So who's wrong, who's right? Yeah, yeah. All for one and one for all. We've all been left behind. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. Sound effects. Awesome. Refreshing, 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 refreshing. Your songs are very refreshing. Oh, 81. Sad. All right. The crowd didn't like that one. It's fun quantifying your skill and your worth and value. Yeah. It's really fun. Well, that was cool, guys. It's amazing. My voice like works when I haven't been on tour for like 3 years. Yeah, my voice like feels okay when it's not dying. I'm not dying. All right, guys. We're gonna go a little bit longer. I want to get to 85. That would make me really happy. Given how great of an influx we just had, I would love 85. That would mean a lot to me. But I'm gonna take a break from the music for a while. Sorry. Do I have a want sound, GP? Like you suck. You're bad. Oh, here's one. Wait. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna take a break from the music. Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's the sound of that's what it sounds like in my dreams when I'm performing in front of people. I don't think I've actually gotten booed. Like, wow, you're really bad. I have had people like confused and they don't like what's going on. Like this one time, this was the last Survey Says show ever. Like the last appearance that we ever made as Survey Says. We played we were hired months before I decided that like it was over to play like a mostly cover gig at a casino in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And like it was me, Peter, DJ, and Colson, who was our bass player. And he we learned like a handful of covers and had a bunch of our own songs. We just didn't care. Like the money was pretty good for the gig, so we're like, let's not drop it. And we did like the best we could, but like I forgot some words and I didn't think it would matter. But a few people like walked up to me like directly in front of me while I was singing and was just like, I also don't think, again, they wanted like a punk band. That the guy who booked us knew what we were, but I don't think that this casino, like it was not like a show. It wasn't like, hey, there's a band. It was just like we were just there and a band of young people, and it was just old people smoking indoors, and it's just not the vibe at all. And since then, I've always been so adverse to doing cover gigs. But if you want to give us a lot of money, we'll do your cover gig. That's how I feel. Yeah, maybe it was a jazz venue. That's why. I mean, not really. I mean, maybe that's just what they were accustomed to. They just don't like, there's people who just don't want to hear rock music. That's fine. It's fine. And then one other time, this is a Survey Says time. Keep Flying is the best band that's ever existed, so we've never had anybody at a crowd displeased by what we were doing. But one time toward the end of the Survey Says run, we were playing someplace, I think in like the panhandle of Florida. It was like Destin, Florida. It was not like a place that bands go, but we were there for some reason. And not a lot of people at the show, proper, nice. It was back then what I used to call a Bobby show. There was a meme that was like, we'd like to thank Bobby for coming to the show tonight. I loved it so much. Like it was one of those things. And so like for a solid year, we would call shows like that a Bobby shows. Oh, here it is. Hold on. I gotta pull this up. This is my favorite. Hold on. Oh, come on, stupid. Wait. GP's screwing up the thing. Hold on. GP, can you share that to the people, please? That'd be great. GP, can you show the meme? I'm trying to show my friend this funny meme. Nobody wants to. Hold on, it's loading. There it is. Yeah, this is a favorite. This is what a lot of shows. I mean, it's not that this doesn't happen. It's not that this doesn't happen ever to Keep Flying, but this is what a lot of shows can look like. Dark. Can I zoom in? There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah. So I would call these Bobby shows, and this was a Bobby show. And at this particular Bobby show, there was an older lady. An older lady who just walked right up to the band and again right up to me and hit me with one of these. Like she just puts her hands on her head and just goes, no. I can't hear a word she's saying. She just goes. We deemed her Pentagramma after that. I don't remember why, but that was the name we gave her, Pentagramma. So Pentagramma in Destin or Pensacola, Florida, was not happy with the performance that we were putting on. And to be fair, neither was I. It was a dark time. But yeah, that's the closest to like legitimate booze that we've gotten. I feel like we're mostly, if people aren't ready for what's about to happen, they're mostly just quiet or they're not paying attention, which almost feels worse. I think it's worse. I think I'd rather know for sure that you're just pissed and unhappy with the fact that we're here than like ignore us. That's terrible. All right, checking some chats here, folks. Checking some chats. Let's see. We're going to TikTok, which I can't share with all of you. Unfortunately, I can't share my TikTok. It's just simply not cool. Let's see. Do you know any Dolly Parton songs? I don't. And I'm not gonna. You think I'm gonna ruin her memory by doing a Dolly Parton song? No way. Stream her and give her some money. I saw a survey says on Staten Island with the best of the worst. I think that makes sense. You're making a lot of sense there. We would play with them sometimes. Very cool. Bobby looks cool as fuck though. Yeah, Bobby's a cool guy. I mean, Bobby. No, yeah. He said, and then he says, "Oh, now I get it." Yeah. So the meme in question here is who Henry explains memes. Everybody ready? This is the new hot segment. Henry explains memes. There you go. That's the one sound effect I could find for that. That's our meme sound effect. Perfect. So Bobby is the one person at the show. That's the joke. And it will be, and even worse when you're like a ska adjacent band where like there's just Bobby in the crowd and then 6 of you. Like that's not a good vibe. Not the ratio you're looking for. Not what you want. I'd rather have a crowd be like, guys, if you don't think I'm going to spend all of tomorrow loading this with ridiculous sound effects, you're out of your mind. I will get nothing done. I will call out of work to load this full of sound effects for me to use and just talk to myself the whole time as I make more and hopefully just not have it be this stock stuff that this app gives me. You know what I'm saying? I'll add one more. So like, I'd rather the audience think that I'm ridiculous and be like, they're still laughing. This is the same sound. It has not stopped. Wow. I paused it. I stopped it. They're really into what I'm doing, though. That audience is really into what I'm doing. Not so much you fuckers. Wish you guys would react like that. What's the matter with you? I gotta move this. Comment out of there. There we go. All right. After this incredibly illuminating commentary, let's take a look at the pre-saves. 81, still the same. Boo. Now that's me booing. Oh yeah, I will take my frustrations out on the fan base. I am Deshaun Watson. I am not. Do not clip that. I am not Deshaun Watson. That guy's a piece of shit. Oh well, guys, what are you gonna do? Well, it's been fun. I have to I gotta do a few things before I go to this Fireflies game. Like eat and honestly take a nap. I feel as though I'm wasting away. But folks, KF World is in full effect. The tour begins September 2nd through the Midwest. I'm going to read off the dates for you in a really awesome manner. Producer, what's his name? What I say his name was? Jeff. Producer Jeff does not have the dates up to put on the screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and read these to you off of my telephone. So, all right, September 2nd, we're coming to Ace of Cups in Columbus, Ohio. Very exciting place. You know what I should do? I should give unsolicited ratings. I meant to do this last week too. I wanted to talk about the food in each place. Let's highlight these cities, because these are cities that people just you don't think about. When's the last time you thought about Grand Rapids, Michigan? You didn't, unless you're from there. Anyway, I think about Grand Rapids, Michigan. I like it there. September 3rd, Grand Rapids, Michigan at the Pyramid Scheme. Great venue. Played some great shows there with Mest and Save Ferris. By the way, who saw Monique Powell on stage with Real Big Fish? I didn't have that on my bingo card. Unbelievable. September 4th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Anodyne Coffee. Come get a cup of coffee. Come bring me some cheese curds. They got good cheese up there. Minneapolis, Minnesota at Underground Cafe. Oh, I need bands for this. So this is the last show with I need bands. I'll tell you guys since you're here. If you know anybody, if anybody has any idea of Minneapolis bands who might be available to play a Saturday night in Minneapolis, that would be great. I don't know if anybody does. Everybody we've asked is busy. Fair enough. The show came together kind of late. And what are you gonna do? But I would love it if we can get some fucking locals in Minneapolis. All right, Sunday, September 6th at XBK Live. Excuse me, in Des Moines, Iowa. Awesome venue, cool spot, really small, but also not, and really well put together and really well run. Monday 7th, we're off. That's Labor Day. I will conclude. That reminds, I'm going to conclude today's episode with a huge rant about taxes and stuff. So prepare yourself for that. You'll see why. I'll explain why. September 8th, Springfield, Missouri at Biggs Downtown. That's right. We save the big city for the Tuesday. St. Louis, I'm sorry, September 9th, St. Louis, Missouri at Red Flag. Cool spot. September 10th, Indianapolis, Indiana at the Hoosier Dome. Perfect. Love another Dome show. The Dome is home. September 11th, never forget, Cleveland, Ohio at Mahal's. Back again. Love doing Mahal's. September 12th, Saturday night, Detroit, Michigan at Smalls. Back again. These are mostly venues we've done. So that's gonna be fun, and it's cool when you get to repeat, because it's fun to do new ones, especially if they're great, but it is cool to be on tour and have a familiar place to go. You feel like it feels like another extension of your office. You're just in this office, you're in this branch every few months. And the last show of this particular run, September 13th, Highland, Indiana, which is like northwest Indiana, like on the way to Chicago, like Valparaiso and stuff like that, at Grindhouse Cafe, almost to Gary, Indiana, which has had no power for 2 weeks. It's really, really sad. It's really, really upsetting what the fuck's going on. And that's why I don't have that much prepared, because I feel like I spend all day stewing on things. Like, I'm not like a political guy. I'm an existentialist. And so the things going on, they really fuck with my existence, man. So I'll do this. I know, again, this might be, I don't know what this vibe may be. But I'll tell you a little bit about my day. So I've been in this struggle with the IRS for like years, and today it like came to a head, and it's almost over. I'm almost handled it. And for context, it's this huge thing where it is keep flying related. It's like the income that came in through the PayPal that I started reported on my Social Security account one year. And like the IRS thinks it's unreported income, and so I've spent like years trying to like convince them that it's not, and so it's almost over. And it just got me like, it just really angered me, because I was speaking with somebody on the phone about it at the IRS today, and essentially more often than not, I've been treated as though I've been somebody who just has been trying to get out of paying their taxes. Like, that's not what it is, but it's funny. It just has me thinking, and this is kind of like fodder for the next album, and kind of where the fodder was for Perceived, our song, the hit song Perceived by Keep Flying. People talk about double standards and things of that nature, and there are double standards at play for all sorts of different kinds of people. But truthfully, I think that your set of rules, how people treat you and perceive you, is different no matter what. Like, I was being treated on the phone like I was somebody who just was not reporting their income and trying to get out of, paying income tax. I would love a reason not to pay income tax. Trust me, I would love not to. But I am, for the most part, a law-abiding citizen, and I've been trying to do the right thing this whole time, and to be trying to do the right thing, and even though I haven't done this process perfectly, because I don't know fuck all about how to handle complicated tax issues, to be treated like essentially a criminal or just a jerk off that is trying to skate by without like doing their fair share. It just insulted me, and it just really made me mad. And like, I was looking at the dates. September, they told me, just context for the story, September 7th is when there's gonna be like a new report on, or it's gonna like officially process like what's happening with my tax account, and I have to check it then. But then they also said, oh well, it might actually be the 8th or 9th, because that's Labor Day. And I was like, ugh. So September 7th is like a day in my head where I'm just going to be stressed out when I shouldn't be. It's a day off for the band. I should just enjoy it, in the middle of the Midwest. We'll find some sunny oasis to find ourselves in that day off between Des Moines, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri. Yeah. Might just find a hotel room and all day. That'll be my Labor Day. Manual labor. Anyway, people treat other people with a different set of standards all the time, and that is partially, all my lyrics are very layered. I try to make them mean like a bunch of things, but that's what a lot of perceived has to be. Can't control how I'm perceived, and there's nothing I can do about that. It's a very uneasy feeling. It's a feeling that creates a lot of anxiety for me and a lot of resentment. Like, it certainly does not do a lot to help me find kinship with my fellow man. It makes me very distrustful, and it makes me very resentful, and that's not, it doesn't feel good to be that way. I think that people think that, some people I've talked to think that being perhaps as bitter as I can be, especially like off the rip, is like a something that I like about me. It's not really, really not. I would love to be. I have a friend of mine who is just sees the good in people no matter what she does. It's crazy. I don't know how she does it, and I like legit. I get like foaming at the mouth, jealous of her sometimes. I'm like, how do you deal with this? How do you do that? It's a skill, man. It's an actual skill. It's a gift, and people like that should be protected, just like Dolly Parton. See, we brought it all back to the beginning. How about that shit, huh? So, just got me thinking. That's what, the grounds of like our song "Perceived" really is about, and I hope that, I hope you guys enjoy that song. I hope that vibe is something that you guys are into, because I like a lot of what's coming out of me creatively for anything that we're gonna do next is not exactly like that. Obviously, like I'm not just gonna write, here's 12 perceives, and that's your full length. But it's stemming from that. I want to put these type of feelings in their proper place, and the best place for me to do that is through our songs. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so I ranted for a few more minutes. Did we get more pre-saves? 83. We got a few. Yeah. Please share around. Once again, I'll do the thing one more time. We have a record coming out. Time Inside Deluxe. It is our first double LP. It is dropping on stream September 2nd. We would love if we could get a whole bunch of pre-saves and really get the fan base behind it. And I know it maybe it'd be more exciting if it was like an entirely brand new album, but let's test this out. This show, me doing this is all a beta test for more things that we could maybe do in the future, more things we incorporate into Keep Flying. We are a rock band, that like, plain and simple, but we also are entertainers. John and I try to look at this through the lens of people who just entertain, because I think that he and I are really, we're inspired by bands. Like we love rock music, right? And we love all kinds of music, but I think that we incorporate so many other things into what Keep Flying is from other elements of entertainment. Like he's so into wrestling, which in my brain is just machismo meets theater, and I love theater. If we could become more of a theatrical band in the way that we look, in the way that we present, like if that becomes more of a part of the production, that would be a dream come true for me. I would love that, because I come from acting, I come from theatrics, I come from drama, I come from all of that. So that would be so great. And for me, like I look at I'm not like put off. I'm not into wrestling, but I'm not put off by it. Like it's not like a WWE, professional wrestling, stuff like that. Like I understand it. Like I get that. I understand the show. It's not my thing, but like I get its appeal 100%. And I don't know, that kind of stuff that we incorporate. He does it all the time. His wrestler guy comes out in him all the time. It's such a big part of his energy. I kind of take the tack. Sometimes I'm like dark artistic guy. Sometimes I'm just comedian guy. I try to be anyway. Like maybe not funny necessarily, but just, musing. So we try to do that, and everybody else in the band has their own way of entertaining. And we try to take that tact with Keep Flying and not just be, here's the songs. The songs are the most important part to me, but I think there's so much more to it that make us great that, I don't know. I think that a lot of people could like it if we make this shit work. So who knows? This whole thing is a test. Let's see if we could test out the waters and see what happens with this band if we really get some real digital weight behind it. I just think that would be really great. I just think that would feel really, really good. So thanks for joining us on this little journey. And we'll keep building this out. I really think it's fun. Even if it's just for me, if I'm being honest, if I just like, even if I play around with some stuff and find some more ways to make this, make this goofy and fun, that would be really cool, and then I would feel justified in receiving things like that. I really just do it for the applause. I love to make a reaction. So thank you guys very, very much for joining us. Pre-saves are cool and all, but can't wait for the merch when it comes. That's a great point, Zach, but here's the deal, bro. Here's the deal, man. listen, you know we're gonna have merch. We always come through on the merch. Like we're a merch band, straight up. If you know our band, you know that you love. If you know us, you know we love to make awesome merch. That's gonna happen, and that's great. And we don't want that to ever go away, ever, because truthfully, and I've said this before, really the way that like we sell things to you is so not in the. It's honestly, I think when the idea of capitalism, like in its purest and nicest form, is that's what it's about. It keeps us alive. It is just the lifeblood of how it goes. So like, yo, the merch will always be there and will always be awesome. We put so much effort into the merch. The part of Keep Flying that, admittedly, I know you see us online if you follow us enough, and we dedicate a lot of time to posts and we commit to the internet a lot. But I will say the streams aren't there. The kind of follower numbers are not there to the point where we feel as though we can enter a new stratosphere in terms of attention and success, right? So please always keep an eye out for the merch. Keepflying.band. It will always be there. It'll always be at the shows. That'll never ever stop. But we're 10 years into this thing, and I appreciate every single one of you. You must know that. But I want to keep growing this, and we feel as though the best way to that is to find a niche of our niche of the internet. And you see bands post on TikTok and make their songs big on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Like that's where bands are putting their music out there and doing it in ways that perhaps don't appeal to us creatively, and so that's a problem. So we're trying to find any way to make this more of a show for everybody. So sorry to go off on you there, Zach, but we love the pre-saves are cool, but our merch is cool, and we need all of the facets to be going at the same time if we want to continue to grow. And that's what the show is about, really. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to make sure that the digital footprint of Keep Flying continues to grow. So that's what's up. I'm not saying that it's not a challenge to sell merch. It always is. We always have to kind of best ourselves, new, fresh designs, new ideas. We make a lot of trinkets. We make a lot of collectibles. We make a lot of limited items. Like Ricky and John are working on that all of the time. And when I say all the time, I mean all the time. It is a full-time job for them on the merch end. And thank God for it, because the result is you guys bang out with cool shit, but also it keeps us alive monetarily. And we love that. It's a great way for you guys to show your support. But another way that we need to grow is the online presence, man. So that's what all of this is about. Jordan Allen Clark, you know a guy for shirts? I sure do. You can hit me up. And not to advertise my job on here, but I'm going to do it anyway. You can find me at henry@aktent.com or henry@smartpunk.com. I can be your merch guy. 100%. So if anybody out there needs merch made, I'm your guy. Hit me up on any of the ways you find me. I'll find you. Don't worry about it. All right, guys. Very, very fun. Yeah, I knew what you were doing, brother. What do you think? I'm a fool? You think I'm a fool out here? Probably. Anyway, so hey, man, that keeps me alive too. You think I'm out here rolling in it, dog? I'm out here trying to get pre-saves. I'm trying to spend an hour to 2 hours a day just trying to get some pre-saves out here, bro. Come on, man. So you guys are great. Thank you so much. We'll see you at 4 Chord. That is happening next month also. I'm so sorry. Ugh, what an absolute J.O. I am. My bad. So I listed all of the shows we're playing in September, except for the 4 Chord Music Festival in Pittsburgh. We're playing on the Saturday, Pierce the Veil, Motion City Soundtrack, many others. It's going to be a great time. It's awesome. It's the best festival on the East Coast, bar none. The vibes are always great. Please come out and show your support. We love it and we love you. All right, folks. Very fun. I have been doing the the Italian sign off for very long now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. You guys are great. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. So why don't we get together tomorrow around 4? So I think 4 o'clock works for everybody. Maybe send a message. Tell me. You tell me what time works for you. I'll work around your schedule. You guys are great. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.